It is a Joe in car video, but not driving. Thank you to everybody who pointed out that making videos whilst I'm driving is maybe not the best plan. I have all my defences, but you were right, and a special thanks to those brave enough to do that in person, because you put yourself in danger by doing that, but you all did it to protect me, and I'm very grateful. So I am parked today, and this film has a trigger warning for suicide, so stop watching now if you want. It should have been shot up in the conference venue that I've spent the day in with Tigger, and we would have filmed it against the backdrop of all the empty chairs from all the delegates who've spent the day with us today. Today is the last day of April, and April is Autism Awareness, Autism Acceptance Month, and we spent the last day talking about mental health of autistic people. And at one point in the day, we asked the delegates why they were here. And so many people said, my child is suicidal at the moment. My child has attempted. And obviously we know the content of the day is going to be tough. We write the day. We know, we know what we're going to say. We have control over it, but we also really know what it means as people who have been in those situations ourselves. And seeing parents that frightened. And it's another layer for Tigger and I, because we are also aware of the people in the room who didn't say. So the people who spoke weren't the only people. There were people there who have lost loved ones to suicide and who may yet lose more. And we would have filmed a bit at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, when the last delegate left, Tigger just sat on a chair and stopped talking. Yeah, imagine that, Tigger not talking. It's a thing. It does happen. And I drove him to the station and he mostly just breathed out, I was reflecting with Kay, who is one of the lovely ladies who runs Parent Carers Cornwall, and saying that was just so many suicidal children represented by the adults in the room today. It's a lot, it's a lot. And she said, yeah, but you have to realise, you have to remember that you're making a difference, that you and Tigger, by being here, will be giving those families hope. They'll see you and they'll know that it can be okay. And I said, I don't know how I feel about that, Kay. I don't know how my story ends. I don't know I'm necessarily going to be a story of hope that people would tell. I definitely don't think of myself as well. I'm not what I would aspire for your children to be. So we didn't make a film. But then as I was driving, I was thinking, she's right though, that hope is the opposite of suicide, isn't it? And so I hope that this month you have become more aware, more accepting of autism, that maybe you've gained some understanding somewhere, or come across something useful, or just found that something about this month has been useful to you, and that it's contributed to a little step forward in a world climate political climate that seems determined on a backward slide at the moment. And if you have been listening to Autistic Voices this month, thank you, because it's not Tigger and I that are the hope for change. It is that collective understanding and willingness to move forward. So if you are listening to Autistic Voices, then I think you would be my hope. You're the hope. And so yeah, that's it. April, over and done with for another year. Phew.